Now in this video I'm going to show you how to prep the floor. This one's flat, so there'll be no leveler or nothing later, not need to plane any of these joints. It's good. I'm going to show you where to undercut and how to undercut the most effective way with these door frames. Since I'm not going into here, into the landing, it'll all be carpet, or the hallway for the Americans. And I'm only going into this room and in all the bedrooms. So what you want to do, you want to grab your material. So with this, if you have a flooring guillotine, nice. If you don't, then you can either cut it with a miter saw or a jigsaw, or you can judo chop like Austin Powers if you're that good enough. So what you just cut off a wee piece like that. You go over to the underlay you're going to use, and then all you want to do is just make it roughly the same size, a little bit bigger, whatever. Just can be a bit. So anyway, you get this and you put that there. You grab a multi-tool, make sure you have a full battery. Yep, click that in. That's an older blade. I was using it for the glue on the skirtings. I have a video showing how to prep all the skirtings when you take them off the walls. I'm going to grab the new blade and throw the new blade in there. Like that. Now you're ready to start undercutting. So then what you want to do, so if you flip it upside down and use this edge, you can always use this if you need it for an end cut when it comes to the end of the job. You probably won't, but who knows, they always come in handy. So you always want to cut the architrave first. And just put it there. Don't make sure the blade is flat. You don't want it pointing up or pointing down, because then when you push that board in, it'll wedge it and you won't have that nice clean finish on the bottom. So you just start it with this. You want to cut that line in there first, just so you know that's where it's going to be. And then when you have it in there, if it's deep enough, when it's deep enough, you can just follow that along like this. And you take that out, wipe a wee bit of sawdust off there. Then when you put your board in, it's a nice clean tight finish like that. But anyway, that's just the architrave. So with here, since you want your floor to end about a third of the way in, really, because then the carpet will come to here, and this space right in between is for expansion, and you put a little carpet strip in there. So again, flip the board around so you're not damaging the finished edge. If you really want to, you can mark right there. You can go past this. You don't want to really go past too far, just in case, really. So I like to go past it a wee bit, just so I know when I get the board in, if I have to get it in to get this little tongue piece. So that's really how far if you want to get the tongue piece coming in this way, so you can hit the board back and it'll be a nice finish. So anyway, this is how you do this part. See, I've gone a bit past it. And so you can take that wee piece out. Anyway, fast forward to that's gone. Be a lifesaver for those wee ones. Now that you have your pieces in here cut, like that, you want to get a flathead screwdriver or a little chisel, but you don't want it wider than what the width of the floor, really the width of the floor, but a flathead screwdriver works. And what you want to do is you just want to pop in and pull out. So then that gets you right there, perfect. Same over here. That came out a lot easier than the other one. So there's that, and then always make sure you get whatever's under that out. So what that would look like, why you cut it here again, is so whenever whenever you put your floor in, you want it there, and then when you close the door, all you see is floor on this end. Since this will be carpet, when you close the door, all you'll see is carpet on this end, so you don't get the mix of the floors under the door. So there's that. Now for this, a lot of these houses have these gables, and for this you want to, since I hit a nail in this one, in that architrave, it sort of damaged that blade a wee bit, took the teeth out. I'm just going to switch the blade again. You can get these blades on Amazon for cheap, so just keep a pocket full of them and you'll be good. You'll always have clean cuts. Make sure there's nothing under there that will affect the height of the flooring. Same thing, flip it around, and if you look, if you were to just cut that straight through, you're going to blow the back end of that out. Pause. You're going to blow that out, so here's a trick on how not to do that. So you start like this, you go along it, same way as you did the architrave, score it, and then, well, I'll show you now in a second. So now that you have it in, you're about 3/4 of the way through this. You get it like this, and you want to come into it like that. So you're more or less cutting like this, and it'll keep this end clean. Instead of you having to go into there and fit that under, it's just a nightmare. So like this. So if you look on this side, that is clean as clean as you would get it doing it from the other way. So anyway, you just follow this along like this. Again, you're just getting in there about 3 or 4 mil. And you can cut a longer piece for this. I should have done it, but I'm just using this anyway. You go in and just follow it down like that. And then this will give you just a nice clean finish without having to go in and out and then risking this jump up and just look like you just did it like this. Just keeps it nice and uniform across the whole thing. Anyway, look, always wipe the sawdust off, and there's your nice clean finish right there at the bottom. Anyway, hope you liked. Follow, subscribe for more flooring tips.